or I could just put it on. See, why was I on mute this whole time? This is so dumb. I hate this. It shouldn't be this hard. And I'm going to be honest, now I'm a little angry because we have these ridiculous cameras that we don't need.
Like super high tech.
Like these are high tech. These are like for shooting like Steven Seagal movies.
This is a big show.
No, it's not.
You're downplaying us.
We can't. No,
you're downplaying us.
I know
and
exactly.
I don't appreciate it.
I know exactly what the show is.
I
all right?
need these high expensive cameras. They make me look good.
No, I need the low end ones. I need like 4 megapixels max. All right. I need grainy Bigfoot camera quality. Okay. I don't need this all on there. Anyway, well, yeah, you're not on, and I think unless I turned off my camera, which I don't know if I do that, if that's gonna work. Or well, okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna turn this off. Hold on, let me turn. But if I turn off my camera, then nothing is going on, right? Or are we just going over the air?
Why don't we just focus on our on-air part?
No.
And when we're done and we take a break, then we will mess with this again.
Because here's why. You know what? They've just been hounding us to do all this streaming stuff. We gotta be in with the Joneses and doing all this fancy stuff. Okay, I do have you back in now. Now let me see if I put mine back on. What's gonna happen? You'll probably wig out. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, I got you on now, and you're in. So can we do the TikTok thing?
Okay.
We got to salvage this somehow, Kiki. Okay, so you got TikTok open?
Yeah, but I don't know why it's making me oh, there goes my camera.
No, I got it there. I put mine on. Okay. Do you got your TikTok?
Yes.
This is awful. Good. This has been so bad. This has been the worst start. But I've wanted to do this for so long.
It's not start.
Oh, or middle, wherever it is.
6-digit code. Oh my God, Tic-Tac.
Never mind. Forget it. We'll do it tomorrow. Forget about it. It doesn't matter.
Code.
No, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm sad and everything is not working.
There we go. I'm on the Tic-Tac.
You're on the TikTok. Okay.
What am I looking up, though?
I'm glad.
You don't even know how to maneuver in TikTok. Are you sure you know what you're doing here?
I am, because I have the instructions. Okay. So you're on TikTok, right?
Yes.
All right, here welcome to the Plan B Morning Show. It's Brock and Kiki. Here we go. Press the plus button, Kiki.
Plus.
Okay. And then hit the filters button.
Filters button.
It says then hit filters button.
Honey,
and then
this is not a thing.
Yes, it is. It's Scream Chicken. It's a thing.
The plus button.
Yeah, the plus button.
In plus.
No, hit the plus button, then hit the filters button.
Okay.
And then type in Scream Chicken.
I don't know where the filters.
Like you don't know where the filters are. Come on, Kiki.
Scream Chicken.
Scream Chicken.
Filters.
Yep, and then Scream Chicken.
Scream
Chicken.
Chicken. Oh God, I see that things are popping up.
Okay. Now, do you see the filter? Is it there?
What do I need to do?
So now I think you got to click on the Scream Chicken. You click on the video. The video. The first one. Okay. Now.
How to play. Soft voice to make the chicken move. Loud voice. Scream to make the chicken jump.
Yeah. So you got to go like, I recommend going. Buck, 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 buck. That's what I've been seeing everyone doing.
Oh.
So you're going to play the game, Scream Chicken.
Okay. Well, how do I start?
So I think you just hit start or start going like and see what happens.
I didn't do it.
What'd you do?
What is
Now
that?
there's a Jason Derulo song on. What the hell is happening? Go back to, so it should be you like a face. All right, you got it?
I took a.
This is like trying to have two old people. This is like having two old people trying to get onto the internet.
You should have ran this by me before.
No, because
I could have had it ready.
It's better if I don't. Okay.
Okay, listen. It says how to play, and then what do I do?
So hit the record. Maybe hit the record button.
I just did that and took a picture.
Just start.
10 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Record.
Start bucking and.
Oh.
Okay. There. You got to do little ones to make it move. Little one. So just start by going. I'm telling you, go.
This is
Buck,
so
buck,
hard.
buck, buck. It's chicken.
Well,
so
I
do a
died.
chicken noise.
I don't know if I can go anymore.
Okay, go.
Buck, 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 buck. Oh, he
Oh, you landed on this. You're terrible at this
is
game.
So dumb.
Let me try it.
No, I'm gonna.
All right, come on now. Come on.
Buck, 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 buck. Oh, not fast enough.
Oh, you died. Let me try.
That is crazy.
Let me try. I want to try. Hit record.
All
Okay, here we
right.
go. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it so much better than you. Okay, hold on. Oh, I landed on the spike. All right, hold on. I'm gonna do it again.
See, it's harder than
It is.
it looks.
It is hard. This is like Flappy Bird all over again. Okay, hold on. Here we go. God, that stupid spike. Who put?
Yep.
I got no. One more.
Yeah, you gotta go. You
I
gotta
went
go
too.
loud.
You got to go go quieter. All right, one more time, Kiki.
Me?
One more time. Yes, you.
No, I don't want to do this anymore.
Please,
It's
just
dumb.
one more time. It's not dumb. Please, one more.
Bop, 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 bop. I want to try a different noise. Oh, he already died. He already landed on us on a.
All right, one more time.
spike.
At least get past the spike on him.
Hold on, chicken! Oh, he fell in the water. Didn't even have a chance.
Didn't even have a chance. All right. Well, that worked out
I'll have
okay.
to play with that a little bit.
That worked out
wasn't
okay.
bad.
It wasn't great.
It wasn't great.
We'll have to try that again. I thought it was going to be better getting you hollering on the radio, but that's fine.
I did.
Anyway.
I was making chicken noises.
Not
What
good
did you
enough.
expect?
Not good enough. Could have been better.
Well,
Could have been better. All right. Should we do
I
morning
think
dump?
the delay in our entire show has kind of thrown us off.
This has been so bad. All right. Should we do morning dump? Let's try and redeem this
Yes.
with the morning dump.
Please,
Okay. Let's
anything else?
for the love of God.
It's your morning dump with Brock and Kiki. Trends, tech, Hollywood sleaze, and more.
As always, your morning dump brought to you by Pump
that.
Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. 269-445-77. Was that 77?
That was a 77.
In chicken. Very good.
Yeah.
7777 or visit pumpthatseptic.com. Yeah. Bye.
Nope.
By the way, Walter said my 4-year-old is dying listening to you make chicken noises.
Oh.
Hey, we're
You know
entertaining
what?
the
We
children.
forgot about that. We were entertaining the kids
The
there
kids.
for a while.
You're welcome, everyone.
You're
You're welcome. Look, we never said this was going to be a good show, okay? That was never in the disclaimer. You know what you're getting. Anyway, Pump That
it's a
Septic.
great show.
You think it's a great show? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a...
I'm doing my part. I don't know if it's you.
I'm carrying all the weight around here. Anyway, pumpthatseptic.com. Yeah, pump it. Why don't we kick it off with this? We lightly touched on this, but we kind of brushed over it. I want to talk about it. American picker star Frank Fritz has passed away at the age of 60. He and his co-host Mike Wolf would drive across the U.S. digging for antiques and collectibles as part of their History Channel show. Mike was at Fritz's bedside when he died and remembered him on social media as, quote, a dreamer who was just as sensitive as he was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Fritz did have a massive stroke in 2022. And I have a feeling that he was just struggling since then and eventually just a body couldn't take it anymore. Bummer. I love American Pickers.
Oh, we love American Pickers. We actually, WIRX, we took a a
It was
road
3-day
trip.
ride.
The 3-day ride. When
Right.
we used to do that, we actually took like the Great River Road or whatever.
Yep.
With the BC Riders and stopped at the American Pickers.
Their main
place.
office in
Yeah,
Iowa.
We were all a big fan of them, and then when they quit working together, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Was there like some rumors that like they were feuding?
No, well, there was rumors,
allegations that they were feuding.
but really, it's just Frank had a
He had a
stroke,
stroke
and he was off. He couldn't
Yeah.
work. A massive stroke.
Right.
But yeah, no, I can't. American Pickers is at least a show for me that has gotten me very close to selling everything, buying a van, and just driving around the country looking for treasures. Because it's so, you're like, oh, look, like every time I see a barn now, I'm like, I bet there's some treasures in that barn.
Yeah.
I'm going to go knock on that guy's door and ask him if I can do some picking. All right. Which is not realistic. Okay. These guys know a lot of the history. They understand I'd end up with just a van full of worthless junk. Like fossilized dog poo and nothing that is of any value. But I love that show. God, I love American Pickers.
Yeah,
and so I'm bummed. I'm so bummed. So R.I.P. Frank. He's up there with all of his toy cars and his oil cans. Big oil can guy. He loved an oil can.
The signs.
Yep. God, I want to be a picker. Can we go picking today? Can we just go out, drive around?
Yeah.
Sure. Sound good? Let's quit our jobs.
I like looking through stuff too. You just want to buy everything.
I love a good flea market, a good swap meet and all that stuff. And I like buying oddities
like
and
a bargain.
I appreciate a good bargain. I've always wanted to do this. I've wanted to go to like a flea market and buy something cheap and then trade up and see like what I could end with,
Yeah, like those social media ones.
Yeah.
That's like you started with a pencil.
Right. Really want to,
and then someone ends up with like a house.
I don't think it goes that crazy, but
it did.
I want to start with like a pencil and then maybe end with like a canteen, maybe a old comic book, something like that. I just want to see what I can end with.
I'm going high.
You're going cards?
I'm going to end up with a car.
I don't think you can do that. I don't think it's going to work. Anyway, R.I.P. Frank. Love American Pickers. We'll watch some today. We'll do some picking.
We'll do it.
Do some picking.
Let's do it.
What about this Diddy update? Now, I know you've been usually the one handling the Diddy updates.
You got one for me?
I hope if you don't mind. If you don't,
I also have a Diddy update.
You have a Diddy update as well. Diddy
done
did it on the Diddy update.
Yep.
Another 120 people are suing Diddy for sexual assault, sex trafficking, and other crimes.
Oh, good. They're all coming forward.
A lot of people.
How devastating that they've been silent for this long. And they're finally feel safe to come forward.
Strength in numbers. Well, a lawyer representing them says the claims by both men and women date back to 1991. We're not gonna many of the alleged victims say they were drugged and then raped after being promised a foot in the showbiz door. So Weinstein, this stuff is so worse.
This is worse than I thought it was.
He also said
that he was just doing
parties and stuff with
forced, but this is a little
it's much darker.
It's always going to be way worse than we think.
He also said that companies who profited from turning a blind eye to Diddy's actions will be named.
Good.
These include banks, pharmaceutical companies, hotels, even record labels like Bad Boy, Universal, and Epic. He also claims a lot of famous people are caught up in this. Quote, this is from the lawyer representing the victims.
Yeah.
Some of this behavior occurred at well-known venues and at private residences of people we all know. Many powerful people will be exposed. Many dirty secrets will be revealed. The names will shock you.
It's like, I'm sorry, but and I guess it's a disgusting power trip, but you just think you can probably hook up with anybody you want,
at that level?
On a consensual level,
right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
So to go to that.
Right. It's all a power trip. That's the crazy thing with what we don't understand is with all these rich and powerful people, they've done everything to the point where, because they can afford to do whatever they want. They have these eyes wide shut parties.
Right.
Eventually, the only thing you can do, you get bored. That's why I guarantee.
They become disgusting Satan's little pets.
I guarantee there's billionaires out there that have hunted man. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
They've gone to some place, probably some third world place, paid crazy money to actually hunt. Because that's what you do when you get to this point. I mean, for God's sakes, Jeff Bezos built a penis-shaped rocket to go into space.
He got
What
bored.
else? What else are you going to do once
got
you get to
bored.
that point? Right. So it's 100% a power trip. It's just
I
it's
too
wild.
heard from one of the lawyers.
Yeah.
This is Diddy's lawyer.
Yeah.
I don't think this is quote. I don't think it was 1,000.
That's what the Diddy lawyer said.
This is in regards to the baby oil.
Baby oil. Yes.
I don't think it was 1,000.
All right.
I think it was, let's just say it's a lot. I'm really sure. I'm not really sure what the baby oil has to do with anything. He has a big house. He buys in bulk. I think they have Costco's in every place where he has a home. That's the quote from his lawyer.
From a guy who went to law school.
Yes. Because he's running out of things to say to freaking defend this idiot.
Excuse me, lawyer.
And that's when Costco came in and was like, whoa.
Objection,
we
lawyer.
do not want to be involved or named in this.
Read the part about what the baby oil has to do. Read that part.
I'm not really sure what the baby oil has to do with anything.
Objection. Objection. That amount of baby oil has everything to do with everything.
Yep.
All right?
Yeah. But he has a big house, apparently.
Just buys
in bulk.
Yeah.
He lives near Costco.
I'd understand if it was toilet paper.
Costco's like picking up their
yeah.
store and moving it.
Yeah, like we're not.
We should go further away.
And okay, there's no just, all right, he has a big house, so he buys in bulk. Okay, toilet paper, paper towels, cleaning supplies.
Necessities.
Not baby oil.
No.
You psycho.
Yes, sick psycho.
So
yeah, that's mine.
And that's
heard for the lawyer himself.
Well, and there's here's another little tidbit. There's also reportedly a sex tape out right now with a A-lister that is being shopped around.
Well, you've been seeing a lot of the stuff on socials about his relationship with Justin Bieber, and you start to wonder what's
I don't know,
sort of
but
things
yeah.
happened.
Yeah, there a lawyer for one of Diddy's accusers claims to have been approached by someone who has a tape and is looking to be bought off before making it public.
Wow.
So there's all sorts of stuff. Now, here's what we got to look at, though, Kiki. Is this going to be another Epstein thing? The old 2-bullet suicide thing?
Oh,
the cameras were turned off. The guard was sleeping. I don't
know. I guess they'd have to find out what are these girls. Not saying that all ages are it's okay just because they're not minors. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I think with Epstein, it was more of this. It was with minors. Girls. Well, it was with children.
Here's another thing. The lawyer says 25 of the victims were underage when they alleged the violations took place.
Well, then yes, then he will be He will be Epstein.
But are we going to see though? Epstein, yeah, he got.
Is that okay to say that?
Yeah. Look. Some higher ups, some level of rich and powerful murdered a guy to keep things under wraps. Mm-hmm. Of course, we as a people, and we just, it's the problem. Once again, they distract us with something else, so we don't look at what's going on in this crazy, eyes wide shut Illuminati, rich and powerful people that are sacrificing virgins and covering themselves in goat's blood. And doing drugs and flying to them, whatever. I'm telling you, man, there's something crazy going on, and
a whole different level.
On a whole different level that we don't even know about. And is this going to be the same thing? And then we're just going to move on and be like, hey, you remember that crazy stuff with Diddy? Yeah, that was nuts. All right. Well, hey, we got taxes, we got mortgages, we got inflation, so we're just going to move on from some shady, crazy, rich and powerful. Union underground society, skull and bones society.
Money just makes people crazy.
Just saying.
Pays off a lot of people that should be doing a job to protect.
Or murders people. One of the two. Anyway, we'll see what happens. But a lot going on. It's crazy. Sorry, lawyer, objection. 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Even if you brought that number, even if you made half.
It wasn't 1,000.
Guys, let's not be ridiculous.
I mean, let's just say it was a lot.
And what is a lot? Who are we to say?
This poor guy, he probably was, I don't know. No, he wasn't assigned to him. Wasn't like against his will.
Yeah.
He is Diddy's lawyer.
Yeah.
He signed up for this crap show.
Yeah.
And now he's running out of things to protect, to defend him.
Figure it out, dude.
That's the line he went with.
Figure it out. Well, anyway, that's the latest Diddy Done Did It update. We will keep you guys as in the know as possible. Sorry, I brought Tom Cruise back into our thing. So, let's see. Then why don't we end it with that? We'll end it with that. That is your morning dump. We'll be back.
The Morning Dump, brought to you by Pump That Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them today, 269-445-7777, or visit pumpthatseptic.com. Rock 107.
Okay.
WI.
All righty. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to it. Oh, we got to get this camera situation figured out. We were joking when we said that our engineer, Terry, is at a conference. And so I'm nervous to call him because he's probably enjoying the break from us. Not having to fix every little thing. But for now, we'll just get by.
This is growing on me. Tom
What?
Cruise from Cocktail.
Tom Cruise from Cocktail.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
growing on me.
Yeah.
I think I like him better than Fabio, to be honest.
Yeah, Fabio wasn't as good.
He was making me nervous.
Yeah. How do you go wrong with Tom Cruise? You can't. You don't ever go wrong with Tom Cruise. I feel like Tom Cruise and Cocktail.
Cocktail.
Tom Cruise and Cocktail.
Mhm.
All right. We got sports coming up. Big news in these sports. Big.
Baseball.
Yeah.
Celebration.
We'll talk about it in there. So trying to figure out if we should go. Because I don't have a dog in the fight because I don't watch baseball. So I feel kind of silly
What?
getting excited. Well, because the Brewers came back.
Oh, they did.
And so they tied the series now 1-1. They were losing yesterday. They came back. And so game 3 is tonight of the best of 3 between the Mets.
Let's go see. Let's go
But
watch.
here's the thing though. I feel like a schmuck, like
should
a phony. Cause I don't watch baseball. I don't want to sit back. Oh yeah, go Brewers. And I'm like, I don't know anything about the game. I haven't watched a single game this year. But it is from my home state, so it's like, all right, do I watch it? I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, we got about 40 seconds here. Is this your computer one?
What?
I think so. I'm not going to kick it from the studio, though.
Let's see. They play at 6. Tigers are going to play on Saturday. My Royals also play on Saturday at 5.
Look, here we go. Let's do it.
The Plan B Morning Show, only on Rock 107 WIRX. Everything that rocks.
Okie dokie. Good morning. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Brock, Kiki.
Hello. Oh, I got to sneeze.
Don't breathe. Don't breathe. That's the key.
The transition of the seasons gets me every time.
Nerd with your nerd allergies. What a nerd.
I love this season so much, but it's killing me.
Yeah, it's that terrible time of year. But I haven't actually had too bad. My allergies hadn't been kicked up, which is surprising.
You don't really get it too bad.
Yeah, but when I do, though, it's awful, and I'm a big baby about
Riley
it.
and I have been sneezing for like a week straight.
Yeah.
Oh,
just covered in phlegm from you too.
Feels
It's
so
disgusting.
good.
Told you, Afrin will clear that right
I
up.
don't need Afrin
Ah,
for
sweet,
just a
sweet Afrin.
tickly nose. You are addicted to it. Stop telling people to sniff it
Look,
when they don't need it.
Don't listen to this square, this narc over here.
My
Okay,
God.
Afrin is amazing, and if you do it properly, if you use it the right way, you're fine. You're fine. Just telling you, so good. Gosh, I might do a bump this morning.
Oh my gosh.
A little bump of
That is
Afrin.
not the verbiage you use.
I'm pretty sure that's what it says on the label. Do 2 to 3 bumps per
It's
nostril.
liquid. You have to spray it, you moron. Bumps.
Bump, bump,
What is wrong with
bump,
you?
bump.
That's not the terminology, and that is not how that goes.
Whoa! I feel alive. Anyway, all right, we got to get to it. It's time for sports.
Plan B Morning Show Sports with Brock and Kiki.
Okay, what do we? We'll end with baseball because that's kind of the big news. Everyone's excited, especially all you Detroit fans. Tigers, bringing it, man, bringing the heat. Why don't we look at some other stuff going on in the sports world first? How about hockey? There you go. Hockey going on. The Maple Leafs taking on the Red Wings today in Detroit. It is still preseason, so I mean, you might still see a guy knock another guy's teeth out because they allow fighting, which is amazing. But preseason going on again in Detroit. Red Wings, Maple Leafs, 7 p.m. Football action. That's right. I know we're all amped up on baseball right now, but my favorite sport, football, is on today. Thursday night football. The Buccaneers taking on the Falcons at 8:15. Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson was. Oh wait, no, sorry, I thought that had to do with that. Anyway, that's not important. Whatever. But Bucks, Falcons going on. Obviously, tomorrow, Friday, we'll give you the full rundown of what's going on with the weekend. A lot of big games going on.
Yep.
Lions actually have a bye this week, which hopefully that doesn't slow down their momentum. It's kind of a bummer. They have this amazing game. Jared Goff has a record-setting game, completes a feat that has never been done before. And now they got to take a week off. That can really take the wind out of your sails, you know.
Ice them, ice
them. Very good.
As
yes.
they say.
So we'll see, though. We'll see, though.
Ice them out.
Ice them out. Let's talk baseball. Andy Ibanez hit a tie-breaking 3-run double in Detroit's 4-run 8th inning, and the Tigers swept the Houston Astros with a 5-2 victory in Game 2 of their AL Wild Card Series.
Mm-hmm.
Parker Meadows homered as Detroit ended Houston's run of 7 consecutive appearances in the AL Championship Series. It was a sweet moment for Tigers manager A.J. Hinch, who led Houston to a championship in 2017 and was fired in the aftermath of the Astros sign-stealing scandal.
Ooh.
Next up for the wild card Tigers is a trip to Cleveland to take on the Guardians. The worst name in sports. What is that, a semi-pro roller derby team? Unbelievable. Anyway.
What's wrong with roller derby?
I'm just saying, like calling it was the Cleveland Indians.
Supposed to be a jab?
Did you play roller derby?
I love roller derby.
Well, I just saying, Guardians is not a good name for a professional baseball team. It
I
sounds
just always
like
think
a
of the
semi.
movie. I feel like it's like a cartoon. The Guardians.
Guardians
like it's like a child's.
Oh yeah,
you know,
Guardians of the
something.
Galaxy.
Yeah, or something like.
Anyway, that's what they got it from. We're getting hung up on the wrong thing.
I know.
They take on the AL Central champions in a best-of-5 AL division series.
Mm-hmm.
Game 1 is on Saturday. Kerry Carpenter sparked Detroit's 8th-inning rally with a 1-out single of Ryan Presley, who converted his first 14 postseason save opportunities. Carpenter advanced to third on a single by Matt Verling and scored on a wild pitch. It's a wild pitch. Tying it at 2. Presley departed after Colt Keith reached out a 2. God, I don't understand baseball at all. This is gibberish to me. You guys saw it. You know what's going on. Hey, Tigers win. Hey, Steve, Tigers win. Let's celebrate with a tall, cool Budweiser. Anyway, so congratulations, Detroit. Very exciting. I know it's been kind of a rough go over the last handful of seasons, but they are moving on, taking on the Guardians in the AL Championship Series. So very good. Also in some baseball news, the St. Diego Fathers beat the Braves 5-4. The St. Diego Fathers win that series 2-0. They're moving on. Royals beat the Orioles 2-1. Yes. Kansas City advances on in a best-of-3 tonight. Baseball action going on. Everyone else getting a break. The Brewers came back, rallied late in the game, ended up beating the Mets last night 5-3. Now that series is tied 1-1. Game 3. Who's it gonna be? So
exciting.
We were talking about this off air on the stream, and like, I'm excited. The Brewers are my home state team. Okay. Obviously a big deal here in Wisconsin. They've never won a World Series as far as I'm concerned. I'm pretty sure, as far as I know, I don't believe the Brewers. We've had some storied people, obviously Bob Uecker, one of the greatest announcers ever, who also played for the Brewers, announced the Brewers. He's the greatest.
Did he create the game Uecker?
No, Bob, no.
I was just curious.
He's probably really good at it.
I'd hope so.
I think it's spelt different too. His is with a U.
I've just never heard a last name Uecker.
But Bob Uecker, it's fitting that he's in, his Wisconsin. But he played for the Brewers.
Okay.
Obviously, Robin Yount, one of the greatest ever play the game, was part of the Brew crew. You got Miller Stadium. You got Benny Brewer, all right, who slides into a beer mug during home runs. It's fantastic. Like it's a great franchise.
Yeah.
I've just never been into baseball. So I feel like kind of a chump if I were like, oh yeah, let's go watch the game. Let's root them on. Because I don't know anything about the game. I don't know any of the players.
It's exciting times, really. You should be jumping in there.
I'm
now,
Yeah. When they're actually decent.
Yeah.
Because they weren't that good, I believe, like in the 90s and
bandwagon.
Bandwagon. But I technically, if I were to root for a team, though, no, I can't say that because like I was a fan of Frank Thomas. You know, I liked when he played for the White Sox. And obviously you had Bo Jackson.
I was a big Bo Jackson fan too.
So like I kind of grew up in that time when I was watching baseball back in the 90s. It was all over the place. You know, you just liked players. You know, you rooted on Mark McGuire, roided up Barry Bonds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, player fan.
Yeah, it wasn't because because the Brewers weren't that good when I was growing up.
Right.
That's why I'm such a diehard Packer fan because I've just always had a winning team. You know, I've had something. Well, the Brewers are not even making the playoffs. They've done well the last few years, but yeah. So I don't know. Maybe we'll go watch it. It is an excuse to drink beer. So. Eat some peanuts. So maybe.
Eat some peanuts.
But yeah, so that will be in Milwaukee. So advantage Brewers on that, 7 p.m. Game 3. Then we'll have some more action later on for baseball. But Tigers probably going to enjoy that day off. Or do you want to just keep going? You know what I mean? Do you want to keep that fire hot? Not let those swinging arms and those glove hands. I told you I don't know nothing.
Stop talking about
baseball.
baseball.
I don't know nothing
zero.
about baseball. I know zilch. You got the guy with the bat. There's bases. I do know a thing or two about round and home, if you know what I'm saying.
No, you don't.
You know what I'm saying? I've slid into home
Sliding
plate.
in.
I've slid into home plate a time or two in my day, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
And
I've
he's
stolen.
out.
I've stolen. He's hit by a pitch. Oh,
beaned.
He's hit right in the face by a baseball. Not good.
It's a disaster.
Not good.
Disaster.
Pretty sure he's dead, but that's okay. One more baseball thing now that we got the Tigers and all the other playoff action going on. We talked about this yesterday. You made a very strong argument or a point about what you would like to see happen with the late, great Pete Rose. And if he were to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, you wanted his family to say, oh, we'd love to come and do this great honor. Thank you for bestowing this. And then they would get there. And as soon as they got up on stage, they would flip off the
they
crowd.
Would give them the bird and go, we don't want your trash award.
F you,
keep
Major League
name
Baseball.
Out of your mouth.
You keep Pete Rose's name out your effing mouth. And I agree with you because, yes, Pete broke the rules. I get it, but it was such an old rule.
That big of a deal?
No, because here's the thing.
I saw someone on Facebook who literally said he was a crook and that he's glad he was gone.
I know who you're talking about,
and I thought that was very inappropriate.
Well, right, he bet. It's not like he was. It's not like he Tanya Harding someone. You know what I mean?
Right.
He didn't.
That's kind of what I meant.
It's not like his team threw a World Series. You know what I mean? He was betting on his team to win and other teams. So what? What? I just don't understand it. Or to be that big of a deal that he was never allowed back. He had a lifetime ban.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Charlie Hustle, who beat the record of one of the legends of baseball, Ty Cobb, and you're going to sit there and. I'm sorry, nope, never again. Anyway, Pete Rose didn't live long enough to achieve his ultimate dream of getting into Baseball Hall of Fame. But now that he's gone, there are new rumblings within the MLB that they might consider inducting him into Cooperstown after his death.
I knew it.
Technically,
he would do this.
Technically, his lifetime ban from baseball ended when his lifetime ended, when he died. The guy they called Charlie Hustle died on Monday from high blood pressure and diabetes. He was 83. Rose is still the game's all-time hits leader, and he's not in the Hall of Fame. And he wasn't in the Hall of Fame even while he was alive.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about who made that post. And I was like, dude, that's come on.
Trash.
It was a very trashy.
You're a piece of trash.
Yeah, that's poor timing.
Yeah.
What anyway?
On
but-
betting.
yeah.
You're glad that he's gone. He didn't. You're acting like he murdered a bunch of people
Yeah,
in his
right.
teen. When he was younger or something.
Yeah. He
Made some
went on
bets.
a baseball.
Get over it.
Baseball bat knee crushing
Right.
rampage.
He ruined someone's life.
Yeah, he
oh
bet-
my gosh.
He bet on teams to win.
He bet on
He didn't shave points.
Yeah.
He didn't. What the Astros did was worse, stealing signs and everything. In my opinion,
what's
you're cheating.
happening now
Yeah.
has been, I think, worse too.
Anyway.
It's just so
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah, people just love doing that. Well,
I know.
I think you're right, Kiki. Is if he does, if his lifetime ban is now lifted because his life is over, he's died,
Yep.
and they go to Cooperstown. I think his family should just moon the entire crowd, flip off the owners, the people, the board of directors at Major League Baseball. And that's what we should have happen.
Yep.
All right. That is your sports. We'll be back with more. It's the Plan B Morning Show.
I may not have a brain, gentlemen, but I have an idea.
More of the Plan B Morning Show is coming up on Rock 107 WIRX.
Save big on your roofing project right now.
Oh.
Admin.
The tuna boys are back. I love tuna. I'm good at making tuna sandwiches
What is happening? What is that all about?
or tuna. I don't know, but I love it. Afrin, it'll wake you up. Hell yeah, it will. Love Afrin. So good.
I was trying to read what the punishment would be in today's time. I found a Rolling Stones article, but I'm kind of trying to read through it, see where it says.
About
Obviously, back in the day, gambling was considered such a different thing, like
Yeah.
very bad. And now I don't, if he were to do it now times, I feel like you got to move with the times and release certain rules
yeah.
as they get older,
Yeah.
because no one cares.
It's
now.
a $1 billion a year industry. Sports betting is huge. Like, yeah, if you would have done that now, no one would care.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just silly. Okay, here we go.
Plan B Morning Show on Rock 107 WIRX.
Well, good morning. It is the Plan B Morning Show. Brock, Kiki,
It's me,
and Tom Cruise from Cocktail.
Tom Cruise from Cocktail.
Tom Cruise from Cocktails here. I know we got to get our stream figured out. I know as I guess pretty as you are to look at, people really want. All right, they want the steak. All right, I'm the steak. You're the sizzle.
Oh,
right. People need
I'll
their
be a
pro.
sizzle.
People need their protein in the morning. Okay, that's what it is. Wait, once Terry gets back from his wild members only
engineering conference. I mean, doesn't that just sound riveting?
it does. It does. Though he's one of those
I
guys.
know what's going on.
He's
over
such
there.
a techie guy. He's probably just having the time of his life.
I know, right? Like-minded
Right.
people just talking nerd stuff.
Right, just talking, the
Ugh.
latest pieces of equipment, all this new
Yeah.
stuff, these new tech things.
Setups and
Yeah,
just
and they're
things
just loving it.
yeah.
Then they have crazy parties at the end, Hawaiian shirts and drinks out of a
They
coconut,
see who can set up a studio fastest.
blindfolded.
Blindfolded.
Yeah, I love it. It's fantastic.
All this techie stuff in the room.
Right.
See
this? You see that? See all the buttons and the knobs on that thing? Anyway, Terry, we miss you, but stuff is broken and you need to come back.
We need you to come back
Yeah.
early,
Yeah.
actually.
Please. All right, let's get to your topic of the day. I like this one because you know what? We all get old. That's a given, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You can't stop time. Everyone's gonna die. But what makes you feel old? All right, what makes you feel old? I know I'm. Sometimes I don't feel too, but what makes you feel old?
This was very recent. I was playing on our daughter on the floor, and we were looking through books.
Mm-hmm.
And then I decided, it's time for me to get up because my legs were kind of like numb. I was sitting like on my knees, on my legs.
Yeah.
And I stood up and I did it reminded me of my mom when my mom's in the floor playing with my daughter.
Yep.
She's turning she just turned 69.
Yep.
And
Nice.
she does the same kind of like on all fours,
Yeah.
ends up kind of like one at a time, touching all fours to get
Right.
up.
Right.
And push yourself up. I did that exact same movement to
Yep.
get up, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
You pivot between joints.
yeah, you
kind
kind
of
of yeah.
all right, wrist,
And went
knee,
on one side,
elbow,
and then on the other
leg.
and
Yeah.
then up.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. You're not doing any kip ups at this point. No, it's a slow process getting up.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not just willy nilly, no hands,
I can't.
squatting up.
I can't remember the last time.
I gotta get on all fours. Gotta push
Yeah.
myself up.
Yeah, it's a process. It's a process.
Roll over, and then I sit on the bed. And I was like,
Yep. I can't remember the last time I was on the floor. Like sitting on the floor, that's it. I'm done. I'm just leave me there. I'm not getting up off the floor.
The worst is our daughter's 3, and she likes you to sit next to her. And she's typically sitting on weird things or small tiny
crisscross
chairs
applesauce on the floor.
or
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
floor. And so you got to be down at her level, and it is never comfortable. I'm like, ooh.
Nope. Good answer. You're old and decrepit and falling apart. It's disgusting.
Okay.
For me, what makes me feel old, because I still feel, I work out pretty good. I feel like I got good joints. I don't feel like physically old. Mentally old, though, it's seeing all this stuff.
The face looks a little old.
How dare you? How dare you? I got to stop sleeping on my face and moisturize more. I get it. It's just seeing all the stuff I loved, like even in high school, like that's all like 23, 24 years old. I mean, hell, Nirvana's Nevermind came out in 93. Dazed and Confused, one of my favorite movies of all time, same year, 93.
Yeah.
That's 30 years ago.
Yeah, you're old.
That's nuts. But you think about that, I feel like I watched it for the first time yesterday. You know what I mean? When I first saw Dazed and Confused, it was like 8 years old. Okay, that was old then. Now it's 30 years old. And then you listen, like some of these artists I grew up listening to. Bruce Springsteen was just on Jimmy Fallon, and he held up, they were talking about lyrics, and it was Born to Run. And he's like, this album is 50 years old. And I'm like, oh my God, that album is 50. It's half a century old.
Yeah.
That's what makes me feel old, is all this stuff that I loved.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, look at this.
And being reminded
right.
They came out.
I mean, even like too, the timestamps are what get me. I just had my 20-year class reunion.
Yep.
I've been out of high school for 20 years.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
So crazy.
That's nuts. And that's what makes me feel old. Because there's times where I still, obviously mentally, I'm still a child. I have that has not changed where I'm at. But then I see the passing of time. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's so long.
Mm-hmm.
It's so long ago. What the hell? All right. Well, now that I'm depressed, let's go to our socials.
I know.
What
I feel
makes
I'm like,
as we slowly march towards death? Clay had. Oh, sorry. Real quick. Clay's like, "Can I pet that dog? I want to pet that dog. Pet that dog. No, sir. That's a bear." Let's go to our socials here. What makes you feel old? Matt said the people I went to high school with have kids that are now almost 30 and have kids. Yeah. Yep. That'll do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's those timestamps. We're like, wait, how old is your son? Oh, he just got his driver's license. What? Yeah. Rick said everything. Everything makes him feel old.
Everywhere I turn around, I'm reminded.
I love Eric's answer. What makes him feel old? Realizing cougars are just ladies my own age. Damn it, I'm the same age as the cougars now.
That's hilarious.
Oh, they're just ladies now. They're just ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious.
Lad said, my aching body.
Oh, my aching body.
I'll relate to that.
Yep. Yeah, just like anything where like you do something like you throwing that baseball too hard, trying to impress our,
and then being sore the next
nephew
day.
And being sore the next day. Like that wouldn't have bothered you before. Oh, you know what one I thought of too? And actually, I was Brianna. I'm building off yours. She said going to school conferences and the teacher is younger than me. Doctors have been younger than me now. That's a big one. That makes me feel old.
Isn't Dr.
I think he's like a couple years. He's still close enough where I don't feel.
He's still around our age, but even then, nothing makes you feel like you didn't do anything with your life. And your doctor being
younger
your
than
age / maybe like 1 or 2 years younger than us.
Another big one: athletes, professional athletes.
I know.
Like I am
Patrick Mahomes is he just turned 29.
29.
He's not even 30 yet.
I'm a decade older than almost a decade older than Patrick Mahomes, and that's it. Talk about the rookies coming in.
Right.
Caleb Williams is 22 years old. He's a baby. That's crazy. Yeah, that makes me feel old now. Because you still almost look up to these guys, and because they're athletes, you love them. And then you're like,
they're just babies.
Yeah, I'm letting a person 10 years younger than me affect my mood on Sunday.
I like Donna's getting senior discounts without asking.
No, it's just we know you're old enough. Don't worry.
You're fine.
Don't worry. Do you need to check my ID? No, we don't. Not even close. Let's see. Yeah, Tony said trying to stand up after sitting on the floor.
Yep.
Stacy said waking up makes her feel old. Let's see.
My knees.
Robert said Robert said my daughter dating someone experiencing middle-aged spread.
Ooh.
That's true. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that one. Riley's dating. Like, how much older is he than you?
Yep. Celeste
Ooh.
brought up a really good one that I've heard a lot too, which has kind of been made into this really funny viral thing. Hearing kids say back in the 1900s.
Yeah.
Or in the late 1900s, which makes it sound like it was a lot longer ago.
A lot longer ago. Yeah. Well, I still feel like the 90s.
We were born in the 1900s.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah.
Not crazy.
Yeah. And it's
doesn't-
old sounding. Yeah.
Yeah, it's old sounding.
Well, actually, again, timestamp, we are 24 years, almost 25 years into the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Y2K.
Y2K.
We had so much fun with it. Y2K.
What a scary time.
That was 25 years ago. Joe said adulting.
Mm-hmm.
Joints, bodies, just body parts was a big answer. Like Mark said, my knees.
Yeah,
Greg
your
said my
kids getting
body.
older.
Yep, kids getting older. Yep.
That's a good one. Kalina said 90s alternative on classic rock radio.
Oh, yeah.
You hear these throwbacks.
Yeah.
And you're like, what?
Yeah.
That's not a throwback.
Yeah.
You're thinking, older classic music, but no, classic rock music.
Well,
but the 90s now are starting to be in that category.
We're in that same. Well, put it this way. Let's say a song from 1995. The Spin Doctors, whatever.
Right.
That was 30 years past 1965.
Right.
We're in that same.
Right.
We're 30 years from 1995 in that sense. Mm-hmm. So it's the same thing. You had kids in the 90s going, I don't listen to the Beatles. You kid, F the Beatles. That's 30 years ago, old man.
Yeah.
That's classic rock. Same thing. You don't listen to the Spin Doctors? I love the Spin Doctors.
I know.
That's 30 years ago, Dad.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Hey, Grandpa, that's old time. That's on AM radio now, for God's sakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nirvana,
all that, everything. Yeah.
Cool 90s stuff.
Yeah.
It's hitting classic rock.
It is.
It's weird.
It is. The Goo Goo Dolls are classic rock now at this point.
Yeah, it's actually stuff that you grew up with. Usually classic rock is like what your parents grew up with.
That's what it was.
Now
now
it's what you.
Hey, Mom, can I listen to your Zeppelin record back from the 70s?
Yes.
That's so old. That's classic.
So cool.
Our daughter's going to do the same thing. Actually, it's going to be longer because we had her older and or later on in life. It'll be way worse for us. Anyway, well, we're all just hurling towards death. Nothing we can do about it. Getting older.
Michelle said a good one because this is what I feel like too. Not looking in the mirror so much, but just like the things I say and do are so much like my mother.
Oh,
looking in the mirror and seeing my mom.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Starting to look like your parents.
Yeah, look like your parents.
Act like
your
I'm
parents.
acting like my mom.
Yeah.
More and more.
Which I'm excited about.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Get off.
Don't ruin it, Brock. Yeah, it's weird. We're all getting older. Is there anything else we missed on this one?
I mean, they're all good.
Yeah, a lot of good ones.
Yep. It's on Facebook. Take a look. See.
I did. Well, it was on Reddit too, and there was a lot of very similar ones. Slang, like not understanding the new slang.
I like Trisha. Trisha always has good ones. Heartburn. My nightstand now looks like my mother's nightstand.
Yeah.
It has a book. It has my sleep mask. It has my heartburn.
Heartburn medicine.
Heartburn,
Yep. Magnifying glass.
And my little book reader.
Yep.
Light.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some milk of magnesia on there.
Mm-hmm.
Just a handful of pills.
Yep. A bottle of water.
Love it. We're all getting older. Very good. We're going to take a break. Thanks, everyone, for getting in on the conversation. We appreciate it. Stick around. More to come on the Plan B Morning Show. Okay.
You have a ridiculous speaking voice.
More of the Plan B morning.
All right. I'm going to save that one. That's a good one. Well, hey, thanks, everyone, for hanging out. We appreciate it.
Makes you, that topic I liked because it makes you feel not so alone.
Oh, right.
Because
Right.
you're like, oh my God, my joints, I feel so old
Mhm.
and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Reading that actually made me feel so much better.
Yeah.
We're all aging gracefully.
That's why I think retirement communities are so big.
right.
You're surrounded by, you don't
People going
feel
through the
as
same
old
stuff.
because you're
Not alone.
You're not alone. Right.
Yeah. I think
right.
old people feel depressed is because they're solo.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got nothing but grandkids and young kids
Yeah.
around them visiting.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
get
you
about
gotta
a
have
bunch
your
of,
own senior community.
you do, because you're around like-minded people,
Yeah.
people of the same physical
yes.
ailments and capable whatever. Yeah. So
So stay with people your own
Yeah,
age.
get
You'll
with the
never
old-
feel old when you're surrounded
To
by
be
other
fair,
people complaining about
actually,
the aches and pains.
we should move to a retirement community because we would
I
feel
can't wait.
right now.
Oh, right now.
We would look like
Oh,
we would be studs
we
in a
can't
retirement.
afford that. These things are expensive.
That's true. Good point.
We're
maybe
not
we-
old enough for
Maybe
just
we could split a duplex with another couple, another old couple.
Hey,
but-
listen, I'll cook for you.
I'll cook for. I'll do all the laundry. I'll
Yep.
do all that. You don't have to do any of that.
Come
That'd be
on.
great.
Yep.
I love it. All right. Well, hey, we're going to take a break. Keep tuned in, 107.1 on your FM dial. Thanks, everyone, for joining us on the stream. Once Terry gets back from his rager,
This
like
is
a bear,
fair.
he is so close to death.
You know, literally.
Yeah. Every morning,
He's 12.
and he's
We're
got.
taking it day by day.
Yeah.
But he's getting some extra loving because we don't think he'll be with us very much longer.
No, he's very soon.
Mhm.
Very soon. Every morning, it's kind of like, is he?
I know. Every morning, I'm like, is he still breathing?
Give him a little tap with the toe. Big bear,
Mhm.
are you there? When he lifts
Yeah.
his head, he's holding on. All right. We'll see you, everyone. Take care. Bye.